Hi, welcome along everyone. Today I'm going to be showing you how to take out an old washing machine and install yourself a nice new one. So here we have our old washing machine, and usually they're always parked up alongside a sink. Okay, so most of the connections are usually under the sink. I mean, if you've got one out in an house washroom somewhere, it will probably still be beside some plumbing somewhere. But generally under the sink unit. Now if you follow your pipes through, you will find where your taps are. There's mine coming through the back, mine's coming through the side, and there's the taps there. Now I've got two taps because this is an old washing machine where it's got a cold and a hot fill. Most washing machines these days only have a cold fill, and you may be replacing a washing machine that's just got a cold fill anyway, so it would just be one pipe. All else you have to worry about then after that is you can see there the waste, okay, the outlet from the machine. Now that will go up and under somewhere. Mine goes up and goes over like that into this fitting here at the back, and goes down the wall through that pipe there. So mine's got to be unscrewed from there and pulled off. A lot of the outlets for the waste will actually be going probably into what's called a wash machine trap. So you may have a spur coming off of here, and you will see a little clip the same round that with the pipe on it coming off of this wash machine trap like so. So if you've got one of those, you just take that off. So first thing to do is to turn the valves off. There's the valves there. You'll see them in line with the pipe at the moment. All you've got to do is turn them so they're not in line, and you'll know they're the right way off. Okay, so we're going to turn those off now. And it goes up that way for mine. You can see that across there. Now we're going to do the hot one. Now my favourite tool for undoing these nuts here on the machine is a pair of these. They're called footprints. They are a magnificent tool for plumbing purposes. A spanner can get on there, but because they're plastic nuts, they may just slip straight off. These don't. You can grab hold of it like so. You can see the spanner on there and just turn it down and it will come off. Now sometimes if they're very tight, you may find that nut turns as well. If that's the case, you will need a spanner to hold against. There'll be a little drop of water in there. See it coming out of there. That's just what's left in the pipe and the hose and machine, and we get that with every joint. I'm afraid you undo. It's just what's in the pipe. Just have a bit of cloth under there. Unlike me, who hasn't got any cloth under there at the moment. There we go. The pressure's off it now. We can turn it. Probably do it by hand. You can see how it's flipping around itself now, just to undo on itself. We can do it by hand now. Undo that one, and we'll proceed with the cold one after that. That one off. There you are. Disconnected hot one, which we won't ever want now because they're not on the new machines now. We just have a cold feed. So this tap here will be redundant from now on. So we'll do the cold one now. It's a little bit more coming back out of the hose. Again, you will get that, unfortunately, until it's all out. Now we're going to do the cold one. Again, here are these. You can see how easy it is to turn those nuts with these footprints. Why they call them footprints, I'll never know, but that's an old plumbing term, I guess. There, as you can see, is my clip with my waste on it. I've undone that now. I'm just going to pull it off, but just to show you where mine is. Everyone has a different connection, different place, different style. Some hoses actually just drop into an open pipe that sticks up, okay, when it's trapped underneath at the bottom, but they're all different. So we're all disconnected now and ready to pull the machine out of its position. Right, now we're ready to pull the machine out of position. Now as you can see, I put a bit of card here on the floor, and this is to try and protect the flooring because the feet can mark the floor as you pull it out. If you've got vinyl coverings as well, it can actually rip through the vinyl flooring and make a right mess. So an old trick I do is a bit of card like that on the floor, and we'll pull it onto it and help protect what floor covering you have. So my way of doing it, getting this out of here, open the door, and get your hand in here, and whenever the door comes over a bit, and lift and pull, it should pull out. Now at this point, as you can see, I started a fold on there. I couldn't quite get it up enough to get it on, so I've turned it round the other way and lifted it and slid it under with my feet. Get those first couple of feet covered so we can get it out on the first 2 notches of the legs that are standing on the floor without marking. Another way of doing it. You may need someone to help you with this bit. If you've got someone that can slide that under while you lift it, even easier. So, lifting it forward like that, I can slide the card under the machine now and try and get it to the back feet. Okay, so we're ready to put it again now and pull it right out a bit further. Now I walked it forward onto the card, so that lump of card is right under it now, so it makes it nice and slidable on the kitchen floor without marking it. I've actually got a sack truck that I'm going to load it onto the back, get it out again. These are really heavy, so 2-handed job recommended, alright. So one thing, when you're getting the old one out, mind you haven't got a slipper or shoe on, and as Janice found out, the hose always ends up down your foot with all the water. So, onward with the new machine.
And a change of clothes.
Obviously you can see it's a second-hand one actually, but it's my late father's one. It's quite new. We're going to put this in instead of that old one which is 20 years old, so it's done quite well. Once again, put it back on the bit of card if you can, save scratching it. It really does help with moving it around. Look, you know, it really does without any effort. It makes it life a lot easier. Alright, so that's the first thing if you want to do that first. Now we're putting say second-hand machine in really, although it's quite new, but if you're buying a brand new machine you will find that you've got packing inside of here that has to be removed before you fit it. Okay, now every machine is different and they all have different ways of packing it and ways of getting the top of the machine off or going from underneath to get the packing out. The reason that packing's here is to keep the drum stable, stop it moving around until it's ready to fit. So please, you will find on your instructions on a new machine how to get that packing out. Please do make sure you get that out before you think about fitting it in position. Back of the machine, as you can see now, no hot anymore, those days seem to have gone. Just a cold fill, which is most machines these days. Now look, here's the hose, it's the ones that come with it. Getting it right way around, make sure first of all the rubber washers are in it, rubber washers both sides. The angled one is the one that goes on here, okay, not a straight one. Okay, you want to get it back to the wall probably as far as it can go. That one goes on the tap, the angled one on the back of the machine. So put it on by hand as far as you can. I like to do the machine first and then pass it through. You can do it the other way. If you'd rather pass it through from your connection first and do it later, you can. But remember, once it's gone under there, you've got no way of getting to it. So when I put it on there, I don't want any leaks, so I get a pair of footprints again, a trusty tool, put it on there and just nip it. Doesn't have to be too bad, just nip it like that and that's plenty, so you can feel that won't go. That is it. So I've taken the back legs, walked it off the card. Okay, so they're clear of the card. And best to push these not from the top with your wedge, but from the bottom down here. You'll find it slides like that, going a lot easier. Okay, just keep moving it through until we get to the stage where we can pull that out in a second. Just a little bit at a time.
A little bit of a wiggle and a jiggle.
Till you're happy with it. That looks about it to me. Now we've got to do now is just push it back like that and we're going to pull the card out. Best done again double-handed, one to push up, one to pull out.
Oh, I've got to do some work now I suppose.
So as it's going in, especially going round the side, do check your hoses. I've tied a bit of string on my outlet hose just so I could pull it through and round, otherwise it popped back through. But make sure these are nice and free and not pinching on the corner as you bring it round, okay? And that you should be okay. So we're happy with all that now, so just put the machine forward.
I'm supposed to be doing something. Oh well, I'll carry on with the camera work.
I've done it now. So there we are, once he's in, just a matter of attaching your hoses, and you can see there that I had to use a join on the waste outlet there, it wasn't long enough. One of the things you can find you come up against when you fit a different machine. Okay, so I've used a joiner, and there we have our cold feed back onto the cold feed pipe there. Obviously now no hot. If you're worried about that hot tap there ever being clicked on, probably advisable to put a cap on the end of the thread there. Okay, other than that we turn on and we're about done did. Water on, and there we are. As you can see, the waste is up into the outlet up there. There you are then, that's it. Just one I thought I'd show you. Easy one to do. Don't worry about getting someone to do it, you can do it. Alright, all my videos, the usual place to go, you know where it is. Derek and 33. Thanks for watching everybody. Bye bye.